Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for March the 6th. I'm going to be pulling one card for each sign. So if you know your sun sign, you can get a little bit of information out of a quick little video like this. If you know your sun, moon, and rising, you can get a little bit more. And if you know your house situations, then you can actually pull quite a bit of juice out of a quick little reading like this for the day. Okay, so thank you guys very much for being here and spending some of your precious time with me. Let's go ahead and see what's coming up. Let me get this in the camera correctly. Whoop, whoop. All right, Aries. Okay, you guys have the devil showing up right side up here. And this just tells me that there is something toxic that you are having to deal with today. And so Aries, for some of you, this toxic thing is actually within yourself. You're having to do some shadow work to deal with it. For others of you, this toxic situation is one that you're involved in that doesn't just involve yourself, but also other people as well. And so really working within this toxic situation to try to bring something more healthy out of it is what I'm picking up for you, Aries. I feel like you're very determined to make this into a more healthy situation one way or the other. Next up, let's look at Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, you guys have the Ten of Wands showing up in reverse. This is just a card that tells me that you are letting go of some type of responsibility today. So there's something that you're setting down. This can be not being responsible to answer to somebody you're in relationship with. This can be, adjusting that relationship or ending that relationship. This can also be, not taking a kid to music practice. Maybe the weather is bad and so that's not happening, or there's a lot of different ways that this can transpire, but some type of responsibility you have, you're going to be setting that down today. Okay, next up, let's look at Gemini, Geminis. So Geminis, what you have showing up here is the Death card in reverse. This just tells me that you have somebody who is an integral part of your sphere of influence who really knows that they have a change that they need to make. However, they're not making that change. And if they would, it would improve things. And it would improve things that, they're involved with you. This is having some type of influence on your life. And with them not making this change, a lot of times that happens because people are afraid to make a change. They're afraid what else this is going to impact. And this is a pretty big change, so it would impact more than one aspect of their lives. So I really see them kind of struggling with the idea of making this change. I don't see a lot of progress yet whenever we look at that. All right, next up, let's look at Cancers. Cancers, you guys have the Nine of Wands showing up here. This just tells me that you are getting prepared for something. Maybe prepared to take a trip, prepared to make a presentation at work, some type of preparation going on. Okay? So that was for Cancer. Next up, let's look at Leo. Leos, you guys have the Nine of Cups showing up in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse is telling me there's something going on that is not making you feel very satisfied or fulfilled. And it seems to me like it may be a surprise to you that it's not making you feel very satisfied or fulfilled today. Okay. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Five of Cups showing up here. This is my card that just talks about some type of disappointment is being felt today. So, disappointments are rough, but at the same time, you don't want to hold on to them. You want to focus on something positive and move forward so that you don't stay in negative energy and create more negative things in your life. So acknowledge the disappointment and then keep on moving. Keep it moving, man. All right, next up, we're looking at Libras. Libras, Four of Wands showing up in reverse. You guys are going to be spending some time away from home today. Or if you're not spending time away from home, some of you, it may be that somebody else is sort of leaving the nest, away from home, away from the office, out of their normal nest. Okay, Scorpio, what do we have here? Two of Pentacles showing up in reverse. This just tells me that it's going to be a really good day to do some type of delegation, because it looks like you may have a lot on your plates, or we may have a lot on our plates today, Scorpios. And so when we have this much on our plates, it's real easy for things to sort of fall through the cracks. That's why it's a good time to do delegation. If we have somebody who can handle some of the things that we're handling to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks, this would be a great day to pass along a little bit of responsibility. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Page of Pentacles. Look at you guys. No wonder I feel so happy picking up your card. You guys are getting some good news about money or material goods. We like it. Good for you, Saggies. Next up is Capricorn. Page of Wands. We got 2 pages in a row. Look at that. Page of Wands for Capricorns. This just means you're getting some kind of message about something that you would like to participate in and move forward with, something you're feeling very enthusiastic about. And this is basically that go-ahead message that says, yeah, we're on board. Let's do this. Or, yeah, we support that. Go for it. Something like that. Okay? So that's for Capricorn. Next up we have Aquarius. By the way, for some of you Capricorns, I think some of you Capricorns are going to be getting a job or getting a contract, one or the other. Not all of you, but some. Okay, Aquarius. Back to you. 2 of Wands. I just love the costumes on these cards. By the way, this is the Paulina Tarot. 2 of Wands. So Aquarius, this just means that you have a decision in front of you today about what you really want to focus on and make your priority. You have multiple good options in front of you. It's just a matter of that you're not able to participate in all of them because you don't have the time or the money or the energy or whatever to go that far, to stretch that far. That would be stretching it too thin for you to make progress on any of them. So you're setting your priorities and figuring out what you're going to move forward with. Okay, so that's Aquarius. Next up, let's look at Pisces. Pisces, you have the King of Cups here. This is an interesting little card, isn't it? King of Cups. Well, Pisces, that is one of your court cards, definitely. Is this Pisces or someone they're interacting with? Okay, so Pisces. Pisces, I think you want to be really cautious around somebody who cares very greatly about you today. You want to make sure that you're not overstepping your boundaries into their territory and trying to do things that they really should be the ones handling, or making decisions that they really should be making for themselves. There's this sense of this other person being in your sphere of influence. This is coming up to me not as you, but of somebody you're interacting with. And I think the temptation is to be really actually kind of codependent with this person, trying to pick up the slack for them because you don't feel like, they can do it as good as you can. So you're deciding to make decisions for this person or take care of some of this person's responsibilities. So, we want to stay away from that because that really sends a strong message to the other person. And it doesn't really help us in the long run either. The message that sends to the other person is, I don't really think you can do this well enough for me to turn you loose with it. Or I don't really think you can make these decisions well enough to be able to handle your own life. So we don't want to send people those kinds of messages. We want to be more empowering than that. And then, of course, also when we are picking up other people's responsibilities, then we can hit burnout just that much faster because, that doesn't mean that somebody else is picking up our responsibilities. Okay? So you guys want to be really careful. I think the temptation is going to be to really, this person really loves you, and I think it's going to be really easy to step over that boundary, step into their territory. I don't think this person's going to stand up to you on it because of how highly they regard you. It's really up to you to make sure that you're in a healthy space of not giving too much or doing too much. Okay? All right. So that's what I've got for everybody today. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Everybody, thank you for putting a thumbs up on this video if it's beneficial to you, and sharing to others who you think it may be beneficial for as well. And of course, I'm looking forward to interacting with some of you at least personally later on today, and the rest of you I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.